What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Mega Man X Dive news update video. If I sound like I just woke up, it's because I did. I just rolled out of bed, and I wanted to make this video a little bit because I wanted to see if there's any Rockman X Dive news this week and new characters. But we got that earlier in the week, so I decided, I was like, okay, I'll make this video, and then I'm probably going to go back to bed after this. Anyway, so the North American server for Mega Man X Dive has just revealed that we're getting Protoman.exe this week. Now, this was already mentioned by Zero on Twitter, but now like they're tweeting it out. It's like, hey, by the way, getting Protoman.exe this week. We're also going to be getting the Network Guardian event that was supposedly delayed this week, as well as upcoming Wednesday, which is great. More EMs, more stuff like that. However, I really appreciated this week off, so I didn't have to kind of like manage my EP. It gave me some time to catch up on my other gacha games, things like that. However, Protoman.exe is widely known as the meta changer in PvP, and that's pretty true. He is quite strong, and he is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. However, he's not unbeatable. I think a large portion of Protoman.exe running rampant was because in the Taiwan version there wasn't much foresight as compared to we have in global now, so we know how to more efficiently deal with Protoman.exe, but that's more so for a different topic. If you're big on PvP, I would highly recommend pulling for Protoman.exe. I will most likely be pulling for him, hopefully not until Pity. As many of you know, I'm a big Battle Network fan, but also Protoman.exe is just really, really good. However, if you haven't done your climbing yet in Arena, you might want to do that before Protoman.exe drops. Like I said, there are some ways to deal with him, but I might go into that in a different video. Now, before we move on too far ahead, I figured I would do a little overview of Protoman.exe and why he is so deadly in PvP. Now, Protoman.exe is a PvP-based unit. He is very, very strong in PvP. That is his strong point. Let's go over the skills. So he has Sonic Boom, as he had in the Battle Network series. He just creates a shockwave and launches it at the target. Pretty standard thing for Protoman. I don't know why he could do it, but he can. Skill chips, penetration enhancement. You don't really care about this for PvP. Doesn't really matter. Power increase damage rate 5%. It's okay. But the one you really want for PvP is Spreading Edge, which unlocks at 4-star, and those 3 Sonic Booms instead of 1. Which will obviously make it harder for your opponent to dodge, especially at close range. And then, the reason why he's so feared is Step Sword. For those of you that played Mega Man Battle Network, you know about the terror that is Step Sword. Protoman would leap into your area and just attack with a wide sword kind of thing. So he jumps, I believe it was 2 panels forward in Mega Man Battle Network. I don't remember. It could be from anywhere. But with the wide sword, he covers a 3-panel wide area. So it's pretty hard to dodge if your positioning is wrong. But in X Dive, it gets even better, or worse, depending on which side of it you're on. Performing an extremely quick charging slash at the target to deal 320% of your attack damage. 320%. That is a fat number. You're invulnerable to any attack during the movement of this skill. When using it in the arena, you can use the skill to teleport to the location of your target and ignore terrains. So not only can Protoman just Step Sword into your personal space, he's invulnerable while doing so, and he can teleport directly to you, ignoring terrain. So if you're like behind the box and on highway, or like in between the 2 blue boxes with the health pack, he just jump and TP in there and attack you with it, right? That's so dangerous. And with a 320% damage multiplier, it's going to hurt. As for the chips, power increase, mobility, that's okay. And deletion, removal of negative status effects when you have one using Step Sword. I think this is probably going to be the one you pick, either this or mobility, so you can cast it faster. But removing all negative status effects will probably be pretty good, because if you're slowed or something like that, it'd be pretty good. I also like how it's called deletion. I do one for Step Sword because he's going to delete you. But yeah, Step Sword into Sonic Boom is a popular combo to knock out players, as that can just about one-tap you, I believe, without any attack buffs. However, you could also Step Sword into Pizza Cut, which is also just as deadly, especially with the Nightmare weapon. So for the passive skills, we have defense reduction resistance, that's pretty good. It means you will be able to inflict that against Protoman a lot of the time. But auto defense, when hit with a skill, you can gain enhanced defense status and reduce damage take by 24%. So Protoman, when he gets hit, he reduces damage by 24%. He gains his buff, which is great for him, not so great for everyone else. Trying to delete him. However, I like the callback to kind of to his Proto Shield, similar to how classic Protoman has a shield. Protoman.exe did have a shield in the Battle Orc as well. Melee Mastery, as you would kind of expect from Protoman. More damage equipped in a melee weapon. This makes him even more deadly because Step Sword TPs to you, and then Melee Mastery makes sure that if he has Nightmare or some other melee weapon equipped, that he's going to shred you. Auto Act when HP is 50% or high, reduce damage taken by 15%. So Protoman is really showing. He's really showing. He's like, hey, I don't want to get one tapped. I want to pressure you, not get pressured by you. And Program Enhance Z. Increase the duration of invulnerability when performing Step Sword and cause a target you hit to become unable to use any skills. So Skill Lock. I don't think we have many characters with Skill Lock right now, but when he hits you with Step Sword, it extends the duration of your invulnerability or your iframes, and then it skill locks you. So if you are a character with some mobility and you hit with Step Sword, you're not going to be able to get away as easily because your skills are going to be locked. So your mobility skills, assuming you don't have something like Super Mega Man's triple jump inherently, your mobility is going to be cut by a lot, and that is very, very dangerous to deal with. And that's one of the reasons why he's just so deadly in PvP. Now, like I said, it's not like he's unbeatable. There are ways to beat him. There are characters that have pretty good matchups against him, but it's still usually in Protoman's favor because those characters like Sigma are harder to play than Protoman. So you have to actually be able to predict when your opponent is going to use like Step Sword or something. Because in the event you're using Sigma, you're going to want to time your head laser to get the parry off because parry has iframes, and if that's active, you're not going to get hurt by the Step Sword. And on top of that, Sigma has the inherent the name's a preventative shield. So if you get Step Sword by Protoman, if you have your parry up, nothing happens, right? Because you're not gonna get inflict with no weapon or no skill because you have the preventative shield inherently, and you have the iframes up from your parry. Thing is, you have to time that properly. So Sigma is probably one of the best matchups for Protoman that we have in global right now. But I know a lot of people are sleeping on him for some reason. I'm not sure. But Sigma is probably the best answer to Protoman that we have in global. Protoman doesn't have any own personal cards, so that's why I'm on the global version of my account, and I'm not going to be showing any cards for this. But your typical cards you might want to use are some that have player killer, or something to that effect, or something with like melee amplification, things of that nature. Coming over here to Rockman's Corner because there is some news for the EU and Latin America server as well. I thought I'd include that in this. They're getting the Awaken Zero banner, which is good for them. I'm not going to go too far into what Awaken Zero does here, as I did that in my update video for NA. However, Awaken Zero, for those who play Mega Man X5, he should look familiar. He has Genmu Zero, which is really good. It's like a wave clearing kind of thing, so it's very effective against things like Iris, and clearing up the bits from Leviathan as well. That's really good. And it's good for deleting those pesky orbs that show up. The 100-day capsule, we already know about that. That already had that's already occurred. Down here, we're just going over the Network Guardian, how it was put on hold. This week is taking place. We'll be able to get Protoman.exe. So the boosted units, Mega Man EXE, which everyone will get for free, Protoman.exe, and Base EXE. Hopefully those of you who had pulled got Base EXE or at least one copy of Mega Man EXE, so you have a boosted unit for the event prior to unlocking the memories for Mega Man EXE. And the Turbo Cannon should be boosted for that event as well. So if you got Turbo Cannon or base.exe, then you're sitting pretty for the boost for the event. Then scrolling down here for the European and Latin America servers, you'll be getting your first official dive festival, because the first one I believe was like a celebratory banner for the game just releasing. So this banner is just going to be your actual first dive festival, and as we get in NA, you'll get the first 10 pull for free, and the payday will be at 250 coins as it is for us typically in NA. And on top of that, you're going to get the Space Time Jumper event, which allows you to get the Boomerang Kawanger chip, which is just another chip used for your weapons. This chip is going to be very good because it is an event chip, so if you analyze it, it will give you more stats than the regular air rank chip. So if you get it, try to analyze that as high as possible. Obviously, up 25% is the max. And during this event, you should try to get it as highly ranked as you can, as this chip is only available through events, and you won't be able to unlock it otherwise, or other ways. So for the last thing I want to go over, we did get some information for Rockman.exe, the Taiwan version. So let's take a look at this video here. That's kind of loud. It's having so much fun. Oh, can I get that mask? Let me turn this up. A new system on December 1st. It's called the Deep Recorder. DNA points, okay, that's really good. Especially because DNA points are hard to get. 10 characters, 10 weapons, okay. It's kind of like in Monster Hunter, how you send the Palicos out. You can't change your deployed units until reset, okay. So you want to have, really want to have strong units for it, but I don't know if they're locked. Okay, so there are tiles to take advantage of, or to... It's kind of like a... Ooh, okay, so it's like a mini game. Okay, I like this. All positions up on all blocks. So you're not like you're competing with anyone. It's been walkthrough or not. Okay. Combat exploration, hardpoint power. Random. Oh, you might still be competing, but you're not competing in the sense that you want to cover the blocks before other people do. Okay, you get extra DNA points based on your ranking. Okay. So this is just a fun little thing, it looks like. I wonder if that Leviathan tile... Okay, so I want to... That Leviathan tile's another player there? I didn't notice the UAX tile. Yeah, I think that Leviathan tile is another player. So from what it seems like we can pick up here, there's DNA point tiles, there's Zenny tiles, the tiles that get you these. I don't know what these up tiles are. I mean, I'll learn more about it when it drops, but this looks pretty interesting so far. And it's nice that you don't, while you are competing with other players, you don't have to necessarily compete with them for the tiles. Right? So they said that if someone walks through it, you can also walk through it as well. So if, like this tile right here, for example, I'm hovering my mouse over this highlighted. If, oh god, sorry about that. Assuming I understand this right, this tile, if Leviathan walks through it, she'll get 400 DNA. But then I could also walk through it later and get 400 DNA, which is quite nice. So it's like a direct competition. There's rankings at the end for more DNA, but having access to more DNA, it's only going to help out everyone at the end of the day. So it's kind of like race mode, where you get something out of it, at least for trying. Though I wonder if we're going to get a new daily mission for this. Be pretty interesting. But I think I'll call it there. I don't want to go too long on this, but yeah. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below about the things upcoming for your servers, or even like if it's not for your server, like if you don't play Taiwan version, but you're looking at this like, oh, this looks cool, or you don't like this, or what have you. Protoman.exe is going to be coming this Wednesday with a Network Guardian for global. The Latin America and EU versions are going to be getting a Weekend Zero banner this Wednesday. Did I say Thursday for global? I meant to say Wednesday, along with the Time Space Jumper event. And the Taiwan version is getting this on December 1st, which I think is Wednesday. Yeah, that Wednesday or Thursday, one of those two. It's just a little recap. But yeah. Again, let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.